Howdy, Crystal Conclave. It's NESHY. And why don't you say hi to Nico behind the camera?
Hi.
What's up, Nico?
Hi.
He and I have been playing a lot of half format. We've been having a lot of fun playing half format. A little burnt out on modern, if I'm being honest. And that's why I haven't been playing Crystal Beast Pendulum. But you know what? I have been playing. Still Crystal Beast, of course. But we've been playing half format, so it's been super nostalgic being able to look back on like these older cards, being able to play Crystal Beast with pure XCs and like Summoner Monk, Ayers Rock Sunrise, Super Rush Recklessly. It's been a blast. But I want to show a deck profile, kind of like, I know it's not super popular right now, but what if in history of Yu-Gi-Oh! They highlight half format and it becomes big? So I want to make sure that this gets out there because I've been enjoying it, so I want to get this out to you guys. So let's get into this. We're playing a relatively low Crystal Beast count. 3 Pegasus, 3 Tiger, 2 Ruby. So only 7 Crystal Beasts, or 8. And that's really all you need because there are only 8 Crystal Beasts. Zenith Copium. But one thing I've been seeing in a lot of these older Crystal Beast deck profiles is they've been running too many Crystal Beasts. They're running like the Mammoths, even Eagle to make Lightning Chidori, and I'm like, I don't want to draw these other Crystal Beasts. They're there just for my back row, you know, when I want to use their Ancient City Rainbow Ruins. So that's really the only purpose of like these Tigers. They're huge when being able to beat over a Bujin Yamato, or like it goes up to 2,000, so it's pretty dang good. But other than that, like these things aren't putting in work. 2 is great for Ruby because you get to make Fortune Tune rank 3s. You know, before rank 3s existed, you'd only play 1 Ruby, like an Edison format, which I would be getting an Edison deck profile to you guys soon. But we don't have Crystal Bond, we don't have Rainbow Bridge, we don't have those luxuries in this format. But what we do have is Summoner Monk. And he's pretty cool because he does let us get that Sapphire Pegasus, but you never want to make that first turn rank 4 with this because you're just losing out on a little bit. You want to be able to crystallize that Pegasus when it gets destroyed because, as we all know, Crystal Beasts trade well with destruction effects. But our second target for Summoner Monk is Zephyros, an amazing card. You might see this from my Duel Links list, where you're able to bounce back Pegasus, and it's a great extender, another target for Summoner Monk after you already got that first Pegasus in rotation. Because after you do that, you know, you're pretty set because we have a ton of extenders in this deck to make sure we get that Pegasus off. Make sure that first Pegasus sticks when it does land. 2 Fire Hand, 2 Ice Hand, staple of the format. You know, this deck is super slow, so when we're not seeing that Sapphire Pegasus or the Summoner Monk, those are only 5 cards. We have these to kind of slow the game down. You know, we set these, we play very defensively until we can be able to find those cards. Now when we do find a Sapphire Pegasus, we have extenders for days. Extender, 2 Ayers Rock, or 2 Rainbow Ruins with a Terraforming. Like, this deck has such a fun time extending. The best part about Crystal Beast is the spell cards. The monsters, they have a lot to be desired. Pegasus is the only good one, but in terms of the spells, best value you'll ever get. The special summon from deck and then especially your back row, or just like fill up for Rainbow Ruins is huge. Ruins is such an insane card in this format. It's super, I mean, Nico, you can attest to that, right?
Yep.
Like, it has too many good effects. Each one is relevant, and Ayers Rock Sunrise combos very nicely with Ragna Zero, being a great mid to late game card. That are 2 bombs, Abundance and Soul Charge. You draw these and you're able to pull them off late game, you're winning the game, unless you get Solemn Warning on either of them.
Yep.
But yeah, that's something for another day. You want to be able to dodge those bottomlesses. You can either flip your Pegasus back down and then flip it up during your turn, get another effect off. Book of Moon's just amazing defensive card. I want more cards like this in the format where I can summon into a bottomless and then my Pegasus doesn't get banished. Because if you get a Pegasus banished, oh, that's so rough for the rest of the game. Oh, that's really rough. So I'd like more cards like this, like Forbidden Lance. That's in the format, right? Is Forbidden Lance in the format?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure it is.
It is.
I like how you tilted.
Yeah.
That was awesome. Yeah, then maybe that'll go in, but we'll see. Book of Moon is a fantastic card to fulfill that role. So another thing I've been seeing in Crystal Beast list is consistency cards. You want to be able to see Pegasus. It's the only way your deck works in general. Like the games that I really lose is when I don't see it. Then you have the dualities and the triple upstart. Shoutouts to Open. Pioneers back in the day, like Zach from Sun Valley. Shoutouts to Sun Valley. Amazing pest locals in Arizona. Like, he's running triple upstart back in the day too. Like, people ahead of their time before they knew, you know? Upstart's just the way. You look in the hat Discord, not every deck is running Upstart. I don't know why. Like, it makes sense for some decks like Mermail, who want OTK, but at the same time, that was the one deck that was running triple Upstart, so I don't know anymore. Are all decks just running like 40 valuable cards that you can't cut 3, 2, or 1 of them for like any Upstarts? But anyway, I want more cards to dodge bottomless. So Super Rush is amazing with that. If I have Pegasus and I'm going into like, I know they have bottomless set and I'm going against like your trap tricks, whatever, I'll just set this and like set a hand, and then next turn I can summon the Pegasus and then Super Rush it if it's like trying to get bottomless. So that's nice. It is what makes Crystal Beast being able to compete, you know? It's it's always fantastic, and it always performs really well. You know, people can say, well, you have a low beast count, how are you able to get it off? Like, you should run more mammoths, right? But no, I find this works out well. You know, you only have 3 of them. You know, there are times that I do have this in hand and I don't have a beast in hand, but that's fine. I just set it. You know, it's a bait. If I do top deck a Pegasus, that's sweet because I summon it, something happens to it, and then I Super Rush it, and it's just a lot of value right there. And then final 2 traps in the deck, Torrential and Mirror Force. Torrential obviously amazing for Crystal Beast because they all just go to the back row. Mirror Force is kind of the worst trap card in my deck. It's great because it swings tempo, you know? Like, it makes sense, it's Mirror Force, but it clogs the back row a lot too, which is rough. That happened in our game. I was just draw pass. The funny thing is, the first card I drew after I filled up my back row with 4 and then 1 set with the Mirror Force was Terraforming, so I could have searched the Ramorans. Oh, that would have been awesome. But yeah, Mirror Force is still like pretty good. I feel like it's the most cuttable card. That or the 3rd Tiger. The extra deck, Lightning Chidori is just one of the reasons why you play this deck. 2 for 1 in this format is amazing. Daigusto Emerald can put back Ruby or other beacon targets. Dweller turns off hands. So does this guy. Heartland Draco. He's funny. People can't attack him. He can swing for game. Another swing for game. Rather, burn for game. Karen Gorgon is an underrated card. Fantastic. Not even once per chain. 101 obviously. Staple. Exiton, swing the game in your favor. Combos very nicely with Ayers Rock Sunrise. Get rid of that back row before you pop off. Diamond Crab King, number 52, Photon Palpy Operative. You kind of have to run that. I mean, you don't have to. And then Fortune Tune Levier. If my Pegasus gets bottomless, this is my only way to bring it back. But Fortune Tune's amazing because you can put back your rubies if you have Beacon, and then you have dead beacons in hand. That's why you always run on 3 Beacon, because you have this and the Daigusto Emerald to always put the rubies back if you have a dead beacon, which is nice. You can cut these 2 for a giant hand and Rhapsody and Berserk. You can go either way. I feel like the most cuttable is this freaking Diamond Crab.
I've like, never seen you summon it.
Yeah, right. Like he's the most useless. So cut that for like a Rhapsody and Berserk or a giant hand. These 2 are the least useful, most cuttable. But yeah, that's the deck profile. I'm going to be posting a game with me playing Nico. He's playing Hand Artifact Trap Trick, the mainstay of the format. And this is just super fun. I recommend it 100%. If you guys haven't played half format, definitely give it a shot. Oh, also, before I forget, shout-outs to Abe for the 3rd Super Rush. Abe from Sun Valley. Based Abe is what we call him. But yeah, that's it. Catch you guys later. Yes, I love it. This is the perfect place to take a nap.
All the bullets back. Oh, I fell off.
Almost. Right. He's hungry. He's coming for the mullet.
Oh.
Oh no, the shark's loose from the enclosure.
Oh no, the mullet. I'm already dead.